Warning. This podcast may contain content and language that is not suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tuddies and Buddies, a daily Double Down Network podcast. I am your co-host Cody, and joining me today is...
Nate, what's up, bitches?
Ooh, and we are coming at you with the second part to our Team Needs series. And we're going to be talking about the AFC teams and what they need to do to make their teams better.
The best conference in football.
Exactly. Fuck your Saints.
Yep, fuck those.
Alright, we're talking about the AFC North first. I don't give a shit.
Baltimore Ravens, go.
Running back.
What crack did you fucking smoke?
All of it.
Why do they need a running back?
Okay, first of all, Lamar Jackson's gone. Who do they have as running back?
I'm thinking. I know.
Why do they need a running back?
Oh, I'm thinking, but I don't know their names. Oh, God, what the fuck are their names?
Mark Andrews runs the ball more than anyone else except for Lamar.
There's a quarterback, I promise you. Or a running back, I promise you.
Not a good one.
I promise you, I just don't know their name.
I'm saying running back and safety.
They don't need a safety. They have Kyle Hamilton there.
Oh, so scary. What did he do this season?
He's a broke man's Derwin James.
Exactly. Keyword broke.
J.K. Dobbins, Kenyon Drake, and Gus Edwards.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Gus Edwards is...
They have
Kenyon
a
Drake.
good three-headed running back combo. Who I would be looking at for them would be wide receiver.
Yeah, who do they have as wide receiver?
Rashad Bateman.
Oh, they have that one guy that we were looking at a few episodes back that was when we were talking about the Chiefs. The one obscure wide receiver.
You mean the other Watson?
Yeah, the other Watson.
Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Have fun, I guess. Wide receiver would be my biggest need for them. After that's more of a toss-up on the defensive side of the ball. But wide receiver, I mean... Show Lamar that you think he's a quarterback. Get him a wide receiver. He might stay. If he doesn't, y'all are fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. I have him going for running back or safety. If Lamar leaves, they need a quarterback right away.
But they're not going to be in a position to get one, so...
Yeah, no.
Have fun with that.
Well, if they're going to franchise tag Lamar the day free agency.
Yeah.
The day he goes to free agency, he's getting tagged.
Yeah,
so he's
sure.
going to get traded away.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's my hot take.
Yeah.
They need a new running back.
You're just hating on Najee. That's all you're doing.
Fuck Najee. He's trash.
He
averaged 2.3 yards.
You're hating on him.
You're
hating on him.
Let's pull up Najee Harris's stats.
You are hating.
Yeah, because fuck him.
No.
He's trash. He is a poor man's Derrick Henry.
I wouldn't say poor man. I mean, I would say mediocre man, Derrick Henry. I mean...
Okay.
See, he fucking demolished kids. Some games.
Okay. It took him, 20 attempts to almost get 100, 20 attempts to almost get 100, 22 to get over 100.
But see, he's averaging 5 yards a carry.
In some of his games. What is his average? His average is 3.8 carries.
3.8 yards a carry is good.
On 272 attempts.
That's good.
Yeah.
3.8 yards, it's not...
Alright, let me show you a good running back stat.
Show me a good running back, please. Don't pull up a Nick Chubb, you little chubster.
No, it's a big chubster. Dude, do you ever watch Chat Room Sports? On YouTube?
Never heard of them.
It's kind of like Barstool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But I watched their Browns page, and they're trying to switch their rating system to use Chubb as their rating system. So it would be if it's a thumbs down, it would be a flaccid Chubb. And then if it was a medium, it'd be a medium Chubb. And then if it's a
big Chubb.
No, it would be a full Chubb. But look at this. 5 yards a carry. 12 tutties, 27 receptions. Do you want me to go back?
I mean, he's good, yes. I'm not going to discredit you. But Najee isn't as good as Nick Chubb.
Yes, but when you're looking at Pittsburgh, which is a run-heavy team, and their only pass is pass deep when you're not expecting it, that's their entire offensive scheme. That's Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
you need a.
But I still don't see a wide receiver being their biggest, or running back, being their biggest issue there.
Okay, so who do you think is better, James Conner or
James
Najee?
Conner is bad. He's bad.
Shut the fuck up.
Go look up James Conner's stats.
I'm about to.
Good. He is not good. James Conner.
His name's gay though. Still better than Najee Harris.
But he's not
on 183, 4.3, 7 tutties, 46 receptions.
He's not good.
Better than Najee. And did he play a full season? Yeah, he played a full season.
But see, look, Najee, it's their scheming. He is a downhill. You're going to only get us 3 or 4 yards to carry. You're not going to get out in space like James Conner does. Nick Chubb, on the other hand, is a more Najee comparison.
Yeah.
As he's that in between, hey, just fucking put your head down and get us the yards. So, in the comparison that he's not as good as Nick Chubb, yeah, but he's not you're not going to get anything else out of the running back position this year.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking into the draft. The only one I could even recommend is BJ Rob. No.
There's a fullback out of
I'm thinking of Texas.
I'm thinking about the fullback out of the University of Miami.
I haven't. Fullbacks are not real people at this point in the NFL. I'm sorry.
Hey, or Derek Watt.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say Kyle Juszczyk out of the Niners.
Oh, he is a true fullback.
But he's the only guy who has a skill set of like a kind of a good tight end, but also has to play fullback and a bad running back. He's a jack of all trades, and that's why he's good. And also the Niners just, hey, Juszczyk, go run out there for us.
Pretty much. And if he gets on the field, you still have to worry about him.
Yeah.
So I don't think fullbacks are completely obsolete. I actually see fullback position coming back a little bit. I could see it.
Yeah, I mean,
because if you add a fullback, you could pretty much just add an extra pass blocker.
That you have an extra run blocker, as they're traditionally done. But if you can also find a running back who's like selfless and who's like, I don't need the stats as much as like all these other guys, he could also be a great option.
You could run play action from I formation if you get good fullbacks.
Yeah.
So that's my thinking.
But let me just say, the Steelers, I think, are probably going to want to go corner or offensive line. Those are the two needs I would see biggest for me.
I mean, yeah. I was thinking, they probably need a linebacker.
Linebacker is my number 3.
They have what, Freiermuth? I think that's...
At tight end, yeah.
Oh,
Pat Freiermuth, yeah.
Yeah, Pat Freiermuth. They have George Pickens.
At wide receiver, yeah. I mean, like, offense is okay. Their offensive line in general could use help.
Marquise Pouncey retired, right?
Oh, yeah. I think he's been gone for a while at this point.
So who's their fucking center?
I can't get the Steelers O-line right now.
I think David Bakhtiari ended up signing with the Steelers.
Fuck if I know. I don't follow offensive linemen enough like that anymore.
Alright, so Bengals. Fuck these guys.
Offensive line. Please, for the love of God, protect Joe Burrow. I was so close to writing in my mock draft. I was about to say, for fuck's sake, get offensive linemen.
You should have.
But I'm saying here, for fuck's sake, Joe Burrow, O-line, for fuck's sake, please.
Oh, I put a note next to your Bengals pick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
No, it had nothing to do with your pick. It just had to do with the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I hate 2 teams. 2 fucking teams. Well, I kind of hate the Ravens too. But 2 teams that I absolutely fucking hate. The Bengals and the Steelers. So fuck Joe Burrow and fuck Ben Worthlessberger.
The rapist, you mean?
Worthlessberger. But yeah, so fuck both of them.
But hey, easy consensus. Bengals need an O-line.
I don't help. O-line, my second to that would be a tight end.
Their tight end.
He was so-so.
He was so-so, but he's
Hoyd
better.
or
Hayden Hurst, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fine. I mean,
I think if they're looking to go back to the Super Bowl, I think that they look offensive line, maybe tight end. But they're going to focus everything on that offensive line.
yeah, because you saw Joe Burrow, how much he got pressured.
Yeah, we sacked him 5 times in our Halloween game, and we were dog water.
Yeah, see, so Joe Burrow, he's good. He'll carry your team. You just got to give him a little protection because, I mean, I think he had average throw the ball out of like 2.2 seconds, which is fast, but not because he wants to throw it that fast.
Yeah. It was something ridiculous under 3. So, for the Browns, who do you have?
The Browns would be an interesting pick as I don't like Deshaun Watson. I just don't like him personally at this point in his career. But you'd honestly probably be looking at maybe a defensive line booster or, I mean, offensive line, beef up the trenches are the only two I could really justify.
I think our offensive line looks good. I don't think we extend Jedrick Wills. He hasn't shown it. If he does really good this year, which I think Andrew Berry's not going to dish him off, he's going to take that last year of a cheap rookie tackle who still, he doesn't perform the worst. He just gives up a lot of penalties. So I think if he can tighten up on that this year, he'll be a top tier tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think he should be transitioned over to right tackle, not left tackle.
I mean, right tackle is easier if he's struggling. I mean, it's always a good idea to try to kick him out.
Well, or, that's where he played in Bama.
At guard. Oh yeah, I mean, play him at right tackle because left tackle's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Because those are the guys you're playing. Like those are the Chase Youngs, former J.J. Watts. Those guys that are going to be coming at you.
I mean, I think Joel Bitonio is our right tackle right now, and to me, put the veteran on the left side because Joel Bitonio manhandles motherfuckers. Yeah. So put him over there. But me personally, for the Browns, I have either a defensive line piece because you got to plug up that run defense. It was atrocious. We had the number 1 passing defense in the league, number 29 run defense. It was abysmal. So I think either that or a wide receiver.
I think that's something we can agree on. D-line, yeah. At least D-line for sure for the.
I definitely see Jerome Ford taking off and doing good this next season, and we could either stick with Felton or we could re-sign Dearness Johnson. And Dearness Johnson, not this past season, but the season before, when Chubb and Hunt were out, he had 300+ yard running games. So I think it would be we should keep him and Ford and Chubb, get rid of fucking Hunt. Fucking toxic ass bitch. And I think that we'll be solid.
Yeah. Who's our next team we're covering?
I don't know. We're out of the AFC North. And which one do you want to go to next?
Let's go talk about the AFC West and the Chiefs really quick here.
Yeah, let's do it.
The Chiefs don't really have anything they have to really fill. I mean, wide receiver would be a good option.
Well, they're losing Mecole Hardman, these are their wide receivers that are going to free agency. Marquise Valdes-Scantling, Mecole Hardman, Juju Smith-Schuster.
See, and
your entire receiving core.
So a wide receiver would be a great thing to look at. Unless they plan on maybe signing one of those guys back and then looking into free agency, seeing if they can get something on a cheap deal or looking into the draft. As I love to say, this wide receiver class is good. It's not great, and a lot of these guys are more gadget players that are going to be in the realm of possibility for the Chiefs in the second, third round. Those guys are more gadget-ish players. So I would go wide receiver, and then I would honestly say the Chiefs about getting a pass rush. You can never have enough pass rushers. Frank Clark is good. He's kind of getting older.
Chris Jones.
He's a great interior defensive lineman. Going to be up there in age in probably the late 20s, I believe.
I think he's 27, 28.
Yeah, I mean, you're later in his career at this point as a D tackle. I mean, you're going to lose a step sooner or later. I mean, I think it's George Karlaftis at DN at this point, out in his second year now. You don't have anybody who's really that solidified pass rusher besides Frank Clark and Chris Jones. And Frank Clark, he only shows up in the playoffs, really. Sadly, I don't know how he does that.
Yeah.
So I would say wide receiver or a outside linebacker DN, somebody who can rush the pass.
I would say a cornerback. Give someone else in that secondary with Ladarius Sneed. I think that this next season, Sneed's going to fall off, and you're not going to have your star corner anymore. I know I've said it before, Jalen Ramsey goes to the Chiefs. I think that if he's Super Bowl chasing, which he's towards the end of his career, I wouldn't blame him if he's trying to go for another chip. I see him going, like I said, Vikings in the last episode. I've also said before, I could see him going to the Chiefs. And you want him to go back to the fucking Jags.
I would love to see him go back to the Jags. Yeah. Match made in heaven, in my
opinion.
Dude,
okay, honestly, I love one game with him in on the Jags, okay? He picked off Ben Worthlessberger 4 times in 3 times in one game, returned 2 of them for Tuddies.
Yeah, he was good during that Saxonville time. Yeah, he was good.
Raiders.
Quarterback.
Yeah, me too. What are you saying about Jared Stidham this whole podcast?
I think quarterback. I think Jared Stidham's good, but if you're looking at actual desperate needs, offensive line, quarterback.
Yeah.
Like in my mock draft, y'all are gonna be able to see it. I don't have them taking a quarterback because I feel offensive line is going to be a bigger issue this year for them.
Yeah.
If you look into the future, as a lot of NFL franchises do, they say, hey, we got a quarterback class next year that might be 5 times better than this class, and we might have 5 different players who can be starting quarterbacks. And I mean good starting quarterbacks. So they're gonna protect the quarterback. Maybe it'll be in like a tank season, and then probably fire head coach, come in with a whole new regime. But, that's if and buts and all that, but we don't play in that game yet.
Yeah, so I definitely have them trying to go for a quarterback. They need a quarterback. Absolutely necessary. I don't like Jared Stidham. Not the answer.
Not it.
Jared Stidham is not him. No. I see them definitely going for offensive line, quarterbacks. Do you have any quarterback in particular you see going there?
Kind of difficult to actually try to answer that. Because I don't know how they feel about quarterbacks in the free agency necessarily. Mm-hmm. As you know, I think like Teddy's going to go to Saints. I feel like that'd be a really good option for them. And then after that, QB class is not that good. Like I think you have Baker might be in that. You have. It's not a good quarterback class. If I'm going to have to be blunt about it, I think they'll stick with Jared Stidham in the draft, get an offensive lineman. If they have a quarterback that they're in love with, they'll get a quarterback. But they have to be absolutely in love with him.
Yeah.
Because if you throw him in that mess in Las Vegas, shit's going to go down. We don't want another, who's his name? Oh. It'll hit me at some point.
You're just gonna yell out someone's name in the middle
I'm
of
going
the
to, because I'm gonna yell his name out if I think about it.
All right, then let's move to the Broncos, dude. I'm just gonna say this now. On paper, the Broncos are great.
On paper, yeah, they're great. I really don't know where I would.
I could not figure out where I would put them, so I just put offensive tackle because help Russell Wilson ? Or get rid of him like. Fuck, man.
Add a pass rusher, maybe.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, you're right. On paper, they should be
dominating,
a dominant team. In practice, they're not that good.
They're just not that good. It sucks. They just suck.
They just suck.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I mean.
What do you got for the Chargers?
They should also be really good.
Yes. They were riddled with injuries all season long.
But people might disagree with this, but probably a wide receiver.
I actually agree with you. I have wide receiver or running back.
I don't think running back because Austin Eckler is just... He's good.
He's good, but he's not. He needs help. Austin Eckler is your first and second down. He should not be lining up out there as a third down running back.
I think he's a great all-together running back.
I think he's a great running back. Third downs, I think they need someone beefier.
Maybe short yardage, maybe, but in those third and longs, he's it on those screens, dump offs.
Because he's got that speed on him.
But I would say wide receiver, because you have Keenan Allen's getting pretty old now. You got Mike Williams. Mike Williams. Mike Williams is going to be that number one wide receiver. Get him a number two guy who's going to be able to really take the top off the defense.
So you think I think they might go for MVS this season. This offseason.
Yeah, MVS will take a top off your defense and fuck you with it if he gets a chance.
All right, which one do you want to move to now? We got East and South left.
Let's go with the shitty AFC South. Texans need help about everywhere, if we'll be honest here.
Okay, so you're going to laugh at this. My AFC South and my NFC South are almost identical.
Let me guess, all quarterback.
Except for the Jags, in which I have cornerback, but I still think they need a quarterback because Trevor Lawrence is not it.
Trevor Lawrence is it. Jesus.
Trevor Lawrence is the next Kirk Cousins.
And that's all you need to make it to a Super Bowl, I promise.
What has Kirk Cousins been in a Super Bowl?
Not Kirk Cousins himself. Nah, he has never been to one.
Exactly. Those kinds of quarterbacks very rarely make it.
But they can. And that's all that matters.
Nick Foles made it off of...
Because it's Nick Foles!
It's Nick Daddy... Where's he now?
Big dick. He fucking grabbed his schlong and slapped the fuck out of everybody there.
I need to put a warning on this episode.
That man, you can do it with a Kirk Cousins type of player. Trevor Lawrence, I think, would be a little more of an upgraded Kirk Cousins. So I think it can be done. But the whole AFC South pretty much needs a quarterback. The Colts need one. The Texans need one. The Titans, they...
Oh, my Malik Willis. They need a quarterback.
They do need a quarterback.
But
I'm also going to be very sad because I was a very big believer in Malik Willis just because he, as we like to talk about, he had traits that we like. Just like Will Levis does, and
Why
he's
do you
garbage.
think he went to Liberty? He went to...
He actually started out at Auburn, Louisville. He started out as like a big Power 5 school.
And the only way for him to start was to go to Liberty.
Yes. I fully understand that. But 3 out of the 4 teams in the AFC South all need quarterbacks. I fully agree with that.
Ryan Tannehill, he's getting up there. I'm pretty sure he's on his last year of his contract.
But he really had a downgrade this year performance-wise.
Well, he also didn't have A.J. Brown.
Yeah, but you have Derrick Henry just...
Who can't catch for shit? Who are you going to throw the ball to?
Derrick Henry, bud, you better work on those hands. Oh my. You're 6'3". Go throw him at tight end. Do run tight end screens every game.
I saw an interesting headline just today. I don't know any information about it. You showed up while I was trying to research it. So, the Bills might be going all out to trade for Henry.
Yeah, he brought this up to me, maybe 30 minutes ago at this point. I have to get more research. Maybe I'll give you all a little short on my thoughts on that.
Yeah, but I think if they do go for that, that's the Bills being like, all right, we're fucking ready to win.
Yeah. I mean, if
Devin Singletary and Derrick Henry in the backfield.
That's too much, and I like Devin Singletary as well as you have James Cook, the other Cook's brother.
Yeah.
You'll have a two-headed monster there because you'll have that ground and pound and then that more get to space type of running backs, and I like when you have a two-headed monster.
Yeah, but you can make it a three-headed monster.
Ain't no girl want a three-headed monster.
Dude, have you ever watched Big Mouth?
Yeah.
Have you watched Human Resources?
I've been watching it, but I haven't finished it, so...
Oh, dude, when you watch the last episode, you're going to hear about 3 dicks, and you need to text me your thoughts on it right after, okay?
Hey, we should do a movie review on that.
I'll do a review on... we could just review all of it.
Bet, I'll fucking do that. I love me some Big Mouth.
Dude, I've watched it 4 times now. Dude, the Christmas special... So the first time my cousin ever got drunk was on Christmas Eve, and I made her watch that with me, so she just had to see Santa's big old fucking dick.
Yeah, I love me some Big Mouth in this shit.
But, okay. So we talked about the AFC South. All of them need quarterbacks except for Jacksonville.
Yep.
I don't see any of them signing. I see them all trying to tank this year. So I think the AFC South is going to be lopsided to Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's the only team that's in the mode that's trying to win.
Yeah, and I'm going to say I do feel that the Texans and Colts, they will be getting their quarterback in the future this year, just via the draft. Titans, shit out of luck, I'm sorry. I can't help you there, guys.
Yeah. If you guys get rid of Henry, you guys are in full rebuild mode. Stick with Malik Willis for a year. Trade Ryan Tannehill away. Try to get some draft cap. And pray.
That's a great way. Just pray.
Just get down on your knees, suck, pray, blow, whatever you got to do. So that brings us to our last division in the AFC East. Which one do you want to start with?
The Bills. Safety.
Yeah, that's what
Safety or corner is actually what I have. Because you have Tre'Davious White. He had a down year. After that, you can't really name anybody, as well as both of the starting corners graded by PFF were below like 60.
Yeah.
Which is not very good.
Not good at all.
I think Tre'Davious was 58 and the other
compared to someone like
was like
Trayvon
62.
Diggs or James Bradbury, which is like high 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in Tre'Davious White still, but you're going to have to get a corner opposite of him. Also, because you see the Bills game where they played the Vikings. They were just getting passed and ran all over. Get you somebody who can play that.
So, funny thing, for the Bills, I had secondary, and I did not write this down. You've been with me the entire time. Running back. I had them as a running back. I see that James Cook was meh.
But for a rookie, I feel like he has potential.
I think he has potential, and I think they use that as a trade, and they want to win now while they have Josh Allen. Josh Allen's not going to stick around forever if he doesn't fucking win.
No, he'll just quit because he's going to get so heartbroken after losing in the AFC Championship game every year.
I could honestly see the Bills trading away their first, third, and James Cook for Derrick Henry this year.
And I would tell you they overpaid for Derrick Henry, too, for that. Derrick Henry is not a first-round pick. Running backs are not valued. I would give him a bag of, like, chips and a second-round pick and been like, Derrick Henry's ours, bitch.
Okay, James Cook, second round, Derrick Henry.
Sure, that sounds fine with me.
Yeah.
You might want to give him a bag of chips. That might be the most valuable thing there.
But Titans are going to hold on to him and at least get a first for him.
Yeah, but also Derrick Henry's 29. Running backs decline after 28, 29. He's
who did he play with before the Titans?
Only the Titans.
He hasn't been in the league that long, has he?
Yes, he has. Derrick Henry, I think, has been in the league for like 8 years now.
No way. He did not come in the league in like 2015.
Why is Marshawn Lynch up here when I wrote Derrick Henry in here?
Because Marshawn's Derrick's daddy. Just so you guys know, Marshawn Lynch, I love you. I'll take a shot of Henny with you before your next game. I want you to come out of retirement.
Oh, come on. Find me this information. Years in the NFL. Yeah, he's 29.
Shit. What year was he drafted?
2015. 2016. I'm sorry, 2016. Suck it.
After you. Derrick Henry's better than Najee Harris.
That's fine.
Najee Harris is dog shit.
Well, we've already been over this,
guys.
Yeah,
I'm just going to yell about it for the rest of it because you were like, no, Najee Harris is good.
He's not bad. Who's other teams we got to talk about?
We got Jets, Pats, and the Dolphins.
The Jets need a quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers or Derek Carr are my two options.
I don't see Derek Carr going there.
I see
Derek Carr throwing a hissy fit and saying, fuck no. Dude, Derek Carr was the highest paid quarterback ever. At one point, he was the highest paid player ever.
Sadly, yes.
So, what matters more to Derek Carr? Money or winning?
Money. But the Jets have money, too. So,
Yeah, but I don't think the Jets are going to offer it to him because they're going to want to keep Elijah
But
Moore.
I think they are in a win now mode. They have all the pieces together. They need a quarterback. Even a middle of the road Derek Carr will make this team a not Super Bowl contender, but they will give you a fucking hissy fit in the playoffs.
Yeah, they will. So for the Jets, I have them taking either edge rush or a quarterback.
I would go quarterback, offensive line, then edge. Just depends on how they value players, if I'm going to be really honest about that. Quarterback, I would say, is your biggest need because if you don't have a quarterback, you can't win. Then after that, D-line, O-line, either one works for me on that.
Yeah. Who do you got for the Pats?
They don't. Mac Jones is not it right now.
Bailey Zappi? Not it.
Bailey Zappi, I actually think, looked a little bit better at points in time.
He looks better, but neither of them are it.
So...
I call it. Pats need a full offensive rework. I have them needing a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a tight end. Jacoby Myers is not staying.
You know, I had them taking a tight end. I want them to take a tight end in the draft. I'm going to be honest there. I think
they need to. Belichick needs a good tight end.
Because their defense is, that Patriot defense is top 10, 12, somehow, no matter what. They need to fix that offense. Get Mac Jones a wide receiver. As much as I don't think Mac Jones really is a quarterback at this point. But, give him a wide receiver. Get some weapons. Move the ball downfield. I mean, you can't rely on your defense every game.
Yeah, you definitely can't. And what are you going to rely on? Ray Stevenson?
I mean, you could.
Oh, my God.
Just turn around, hand it off.
All right. Let's look at Ray Stevenson's stats. I have to now. Because I just like to shit on other running backs because Nick Chubb. Wow. Barely comes up with anything.
At least he gets to go to ESPN before Nick Chubb did. That's not a bad 210.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
For 1,000.
For 500 for 5 yards a carry.
That is not bad whatsoever out of how old is he? Like 24-year-old running back. Come on.
Yeah, okay. I can see it.
He's a good guy, good running back. Get him a running back partner essentially, so he doesn't have to be the complete workhorse. As much as he's built like a workhorse, go for it if you want, because he's also dynamic in the pass game.
I mean, he is just a tank. He's 6 foot 230.
Yeah. Like a mini Derrick Henry. When I mean mini, I mean an inch shorter and like 20 pounds
Dude's
lighter.
like a jacked version of me. So that brings us to our final team of this episode, the Dolphins.
Offensive line. Tua got his shit knocked out 3 times.
Dude, Tua, the only thing that Tua should be worried about this year
is not playing football.
No, not dying.
He should not be worried about playing football. He should literally be in those insane asylum rooms with the padded room. Yeah, that's exactly where he needs to be the rest of his life.
For you guys know, I just did the hand thing for Nate.
So he needs to worry about. Let him be a commentator, but he's gonna be like Troy Aikman and just stuttering and be like, "That was a great play."
So Tua needs to take a year off and just make sure that his brain still works. But I don't think they actually need a quarterback. I think they stick with Tua. I think Mike Gesicki leaves. I think they need to look for a tight end.
Yeah, I mean, more power to him. But I'm going to say offensive line just because, how beat up he got. You can't really...
Who do they have as running back? Mostert?
Raheem Mostert. Yeah, or as I like to watch on YouTube... Raheem Mustard.
Raheem Mustard.
They got him. I feel like there's another running back I should know. I just don't remember off the top of my head. But offensive line, I mean, he might not have a career in football much longer if he takes hits. You got to put that as priority 1 because it'll just look bad all around if I'm going to be honest. So.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that they need to look for that. Maybe a defensive lineman.
Yeah, I mean, there's some holes that they can fill. I mean, they could even say maybe look for a good backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Because with this injury history now, you don't know if Tua's gonna play every game. You might as well get yourself an insurance policy.
Yeah. So, with that being said, that brings us to the end of our episode for today. We'll be back Sunday, and we'll be talking about our Hall of Fame winners and losers. The people who we think should have gotten in, who didn't, and maybe some people who got in that we don't think should have got in. So we'll be back with that. Again, check out our Patreon. We'll have extra content up there, including bonus drafts. We'll have our first episode of our NBA bonus episodes coming out on February 28th. This will be a nice recap for you guys. So if you guys are interested in getting that content, go ahead and check out our tiers over on Patreon. Show us some love, show us some support, and we will surely reward you with more content. With that being said, we'll see you Sunday. I'm Cody. This is
Nate, and peace out, bitches.